Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Synergy Cafe. And I've got my friend Lulu Hart, and she is in the green room enjoying some of our digital locale hors d'oeuvres, and I will go get her. But today we're going to talk more about direct mail and we're going to talk about some success stories because we were just chatting in the green room, and some people think that direct mail is like old, and I'm an advocate of it. I use it through the 80s and 90s to book my magic shows. It was pretty much the only thing I did other than going to live events and talking with humans. But with all this AI stuff, a physical postcard delivered by a human mailman, get it while it's still here, because Elon Musk might be coming up with robot mailmen and women. So here's what we're going to do. We're talking about direct mail, staying top of mind via the United States Postal Service. And her name is Lulu. Where is she? There she is. Hi, Lulu.
Here I am. Hey, happy Monday.
It is. Do you like Mondays?
I love Mondays.
Yeah. Some people
Yeah.
dread them because they got jobs.
Yeah. Well, even when I had a job, every day that I wake up is a
Yeah.
good day.
Every day with a pulse.
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
Exactly. So how's your week? Haven't talked to you for a while.
Yeah, it was hectic. It was good. And ready to, for a
That's a
fresh
good attitude
one.
because things can get crazy sometimes. But if you kind of just go through it with, you know what, this is part of the deal. If life was easy, everybody would do it.
Well, sometimes I sit and I think about all the things that I've been through in my life. And I'm not only still here, I didn't just survive, I thrived, I grew. And,
Mhm.
that's kind of like I've decided that's my mission in life is to inspire other people. Like I'm still standing. I'm 4'10".
Woohoo!
I am. Life is kind of, life. And here I am. I'm still smiling. It's all good.
See, because you got a heart. You are a heart. Heartfelt expressions. That's your deal.
Yeah.
Whee! So you thought today would be a good time to talk about some success stories.
Yeah. So, I talk to a lot of people, and I think there's a mindset that, and I think it's true. You have to be on social media, you have to use email and phone calls and all that. And I think people have an idea, or they don't have an idea. What do I do with mail pieces? What would I send out?
Yeah.
What's this all about? And I had an experience last week. She's actually been a customer of mine for a little bit. She's a Medicare agent. She works solo, and so I she started right before open enrollment. We got a postcard done, and her original postcard was all about her. And I said, we're going to change that. We're not doing that. We changed it up. We made it about them and offering information and whatnot, and just first of all, thanking them for their past business. And I'm here again for you this year, that kind of thing. So she got a really good response from it. And so next steps, birthday automation. But in the meantime, she's been paying her nephews like $400 a week for them to handwrite birthday cards and put the
Mhm.
stamp and the whole thing. And, she's not there to see them. She doesn't know for sure if they're going out on time and all of that. So we set up a birthday automation. It's She's not going to pay any more because she gets those free cards, those 5x7 greeting cards that come in the
Right.
envelope. So she doesn't have to pay for extra cards. She doesn't have to pay anybody to sit and do it. And she's sure they're going to go out. We set up this birthday automation. It took us about an hour to make the card and kind of get things where we wanted them. And that's a lot of money she's going to be saving. And set it and forget it. All we have to
Right.
do once a year, we're going to change the card. And so it got me thinking about, like, there's a lot of stories like that out there where we're helping small businesses and solo entrepreneurs like rock it and get a head start and stay in the game in and above all the competition.
This was her nephews that were doing the work for her? So a
Yeah.
child labor thing?
No, I think she's around my age. I think they're probably in their 20s or
But
30s
but
or
there
something.
is a good example is once you set it up automatically, now you can go out to lunch with your nephews as opposed to sitting there and sticking stamps on
Yeah, you could
postcards.
take them to a really good place and still save money.
Yeah, it's
Um,
the $400
yeah,
lunch.
and it's just got me thinking of some of the other customers I have and successes that they've had. And I have other Medicare agents that will send the birthday card and a half birthday card. Or it depends on the year. I think the first year we did the half birthday, but they decided half a year through they wanted to just send a card saying, open enrollment's coming. Here's what we do.
Oh,
Like check in with us with a calendar link. Get yourself
you'd be
on our.
able to go through your list and find out because open enrollment happens a certain time of the year. You'd be able
Mhm.
to go through your list because you don't want to send them, hey, open enrollment is happening a year from now.
Right.
You can set it up that way. You can make a little group that's specifically for those people that have that half birthday on time or that full birthday on time. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. I think a lot of this people don't realize that you have to give it some thought. It's not just about putting the carrot in front of the on the stick. It's got
Mhm.
to be appealing. You can't sell hamburgers and hot dogs to vegans and vegetarians.
This is
It's got
true.
to be an alignment.
Exactly. And so that's really what I love to do. I love to sit with somebody and say, okay, here's what, tell me what you want to do. Tell me a little bit about your business. Even if they're in the same industry as other customers I have, everybody does their business different.
Mhm.
So I love to sit, figure it out, say, let's come up with something that's a little bit different. Maybe there's some humor in there and something that catches their eye, or something that they're not expecting. And I think that's the new way of doing direct mail.
I think also when people subscribe to this mailbox power system that we're using, they kind of come with a marketing consultant. We're there to help them succeed. We want
Yeah.
them to have their own success stories. And I think a lot of times an entrepreneur or a business owner gets too much into what they're doing and they try and add more benefits and features when that's not what someone wants. And there's a saying, what is it? People don't care what you do until they know how much you care, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Because it's true. It's like, here's a quick little story. A friend of mine used to be at trade shows, and there was a company that had sold phone systems. And a guy in blue jeans and a t-shirt walks up and he's looking at the phones, and the guy with the salesperson was trying to tell him about, we got this call waiting and call forwarding, and you got this thing that can do pre-recorded that and this. And the guy was going, I want that one there. And he goes, why that one? It's so simple. And he goes, because it's got big buttons. I'm in the construction business and my guys have big fingers.
Yeah. We have to find out what people want
You know what
and
they
how
exactly.
they do their business. So, I was also thinking sending direct mail pieces that solve a problem for somebody.
Mhm.
Or even I have some insurance agents who, primarily when they're out networking, they're health insurance, but they have all these other things that they do. And I said, okay, so we're gonna send a direct mail piece out to all your customers. We're gonna say, here's other ways we can help you.
Mhm.
Travel insurance, pet insurance. I don't know. They do all these other things. Like people don't know that, and how are you going to get that message out? So they were able to not only keep people in house, but start selling additional services.
And what's interesting too in the when you get into that like assisted living kind of thing or insurance, and people when they're at a certain age and they have certain things they need to take care of, they've got a group of friends that are all in that same age range. So if you can get someone, your existing customer, to be your ally,
Yep.
and the way you do that is send them some brownies and a coffee mug
Yeah. And
with
if you
their
don't
picture
have,
on it, their
yeah,
granddaughter.
and if a business doesn't have the budget for that, at least a card that thanks them for their business goes a long, long way. And I also think that, the people that I help, you want legacy customers. You don't want just them. Like you said, you want their friends, you want
Mhm.
their parents or their siblings or whoever. So you have to find other ways to reach out to them using, we say direct mail, but it could be, greeting cards and postcards. It could be a combination of all those things. But just, you know, uh, when they have life events, celebrating them or acknowledging them, having that in your back pocket and being able to. I have realtors that were sending birthday cards to all their past clients. Doesn't matter how long, whatever, just every year, birthday card. And they got a phone call one day from this lady. And she said, "Yours was the only birthday card I got. And I'm ready to list my house. I need to downsize. When can you come over?"
Wow.
They
That's
got both
immediate.
ends of the deal. They sold her house and they found her somewhere else to go, another place
Wow.
to buy.
And that could have possibly cost 61 cents.
I think they were like, had sent the card maybe 3 birthdays. But yeah, so a little more than 61 cents, but not much more.
But I mean, it
So
could, and people don't
yeah,
realize that because a lot of people discount direct mail as like an archaic way of doing business. But it's every day I see the guy drive by and stick stuff in this little box out on the street.
and who doesn't love getting something with their name on it, maybe a little bit personalized? And yeah, I mean, not every business is gonna, when you're looking for business, it has to be a little bit more generic, I guess you could say. But there's nothing to say you can't add some humor in there, or something. And of course, using a merge field where each card is
Mhm.
printed individually with that person's name. But I think direct mail to your existing database.
Oh, totally.
I have a mortgage broker who was spending $400 a month buying leads, email leads. She sent, I don't remember how many she was getting, but $400 a month, that's a lot. And got zero. She did it for a year. And I said, "We're not doing that anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to create cards, and you're going to send a card and some kind of a little gift to your A client, A referral partners, and the people who have done business with you." And um, every year she sends a home anniversary card to the people who she's either done a refi or gotten them a mortgage. And she's gotten so much more traction from that than, "I'm just another mortgage broker, pick me."
The other thing I think is really interesting too is the ability these days to just use your phone, take a little picture, and then drop it into the card. Like if a kid was getting his braces off,
Yeah.
take a picture of his new smile in the dental office, with the arm around the dentist and everything. And if they get that in the mail addressed to little Johnny, he's going to go, "Oh my God, look at my smile."
that,
All that emotion stuff is going to pour out.
oh, yeah. That reminds me of another customer, um, bike shop. And I created help cutest little card for uh, my first bike. And they take a picture of the kid with on the first bike.
Sure.
And, you know, like, and it's addressed to the child.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so much stuff. And, the parents are seeing
Because
that.
you can do that with a print merge within the system. You can add an extra field of the children and all that stuff and just print merge the kids in there.
Yeah. I mean, so much stuff. So those are just some of the things I was thinking about. I have another customer who started using direct mail postcards to all her clients, asking for a review. She wasn't really getting reviews. She was sending an email,
Oh,
"Please review us." She'd get one or two here or there, but we started sending that to everybody, not right away, you know, not
now,
with the
that's an interesting thing in that how you get onto social media because everybody thinks, you got to be on social media. And they create a page on Facebook and then you send stuff to everybody goes, "Please like my page." And you get them. You get everybody wants you to like their page. But what if you got a postcard in the mail that said, "Would you please like my page?" and then scan the QR code and do it?
Ooh,
Now
I
it's going to
like
be
that.
it's a,
Yeah.
'cause it gets away from all that noise of like my page, like my page. Okay, you're my friend. I'll like your page. What is your page? I don't. But if you get a little card that has a little picture, would you please like my page?
Like reminds me of when I was in elementary school, when I get a note from a boy, do you like me? Yes. No. Like my page? Yes. No. I don't
You
know.
could do that, sure. Like passing notes in grade school, right?
Yeah. I mean, those are the things that really capture people. And there's so many ways to use direct mail.
That's pretty powerful because I know that sometimes like Google reviews are really important, but I
Yeah.
ain't got time to do it and all that stuff and go find your Google My Business. I get, but if you can just drop a QR code in there where they can just go scan it and do it,
Yeah. I mean,
it's
and I always have intentions to do it. I get emails all the time, like my page, so, give us a review, but I forget. It goes and then it goes away, and then I kind of forgot, and I have every intention to do it. But if I get a postcard, at least I can sit it on my desk. It might be there for a little bit until I get to it, but it's there.
well, that's the power of the automations where you can create a special link that puts them to a group and then they automatically go into the automation because they're in the group.
Yep.
And then you don't
Yep.
have to think about it. Just set it
Yeah.
and forget it. And at
I
only
love
61 cents for a postcard, what does it cost to send out one postcard a month at 61 cents each? Is that going to break the bank for a year?
no,
No,
no.
especially if you're in something high ticket like extravagant vacations or private jets or houses or all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's so many ways. Yeah. And I was thinking also for people in the trades, there's so many people out there, so much competition. Um, thanking customers. And a lot of the guys in the trades do other stuff. Um,
Oh, sure.
and I think about just like I'm in BNI, and so, you kind of have to stick to your lane, even if you do other services. But to
Right.
be able to get a customer or have a one-to-one, have a meeting with somebody, and then be able to send them a card saying, it was great meeting with you. Here's a little recap of what we talked about and how we can get together, how I can help you. And here's some other things to keep in mind or
That's a
something like
really good
that.
point because I do understand how the BNI thing works with the categories, and you're doing a coffee meeting and you can only do that for an hour or two, but you can send them a card saying thank you very much and here's some
Yeah.
brownies. And by the way, did you know that I have a horse ranch? And
Yeah. I mean, just recapping, number one, it makes that person feel heard.
Mhm.
Like when you send a card that has something about what you talked about, even it doesn't even have to be related to business, just some kind of a connection that
And actually,
they,
probably better not related to business, just
yeah,
with you as a human. I didn't know you're into racquetball.
exactly.
Yeah. And I
So,
think a lot of people don't, including myself, I get so wrapped up in I'm pushing my thing that I forget about all the fun stuff that could happen around it. Like I used to send postcards, but they were handwritten, and I had the ability to write backwards.
oh,
So I would write somebody a postcard. I used to go to Jamaica every year. I would write in postcards backwards, so they have to look at it in a mirror to be able to read it.
I love that. I can't do that. But I've put QR codes with a link. When they scan it, it sings them happy birthday. I mean, there's just so much you can do.
Is this your friend, Dawn?
Oh, Dawn. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we're new friends.
She
Newish friends.
she sent this 3 minutes after 10. So I apologize, Dawn, for not calling this out earlier. I didn't see it. See, got distracted. I was too focused on Lulu.
Yeah, so I have my mind swirls with ideas, And, I've been doing this for 16 years. So
Mhm.
I've helped a lot of people. And, some of it is trial and error. Sometimes we come up with something and we think it's awesome, and then maybe not so much.
But I
Um,
got we were talking about the effectiveness and getting results and things.
mhm.
But even if you did not get a call, that doesn't mean they didn't get the card.
Oh, so
Doesn't
true.
mean they're not thinking about your brand. So if you got your brand out there and all of a sudden they go onto Facebook and you got some goofy political thing you're talking about, that's your own fault, right?
Totally. Yeah,
Because
no.
people are watching. They might not have responded because they looked at your Facebook profile and saw that you're way left or right, and they go, "I'm not having my deck put on by that."
Oy vey. Yeah, no, I steer clear of all of that. I have this thing. I tell everybody, I just want to go and sprinkle my fairy dust around in the world. I want to help people, be successful, be inspired, be better in business, be better as humans. Like, just that's what I was put on this earth to
I
do. And
think sometimes it's really fun too. Going back to those 4x6 postcards that only cost 61 cents. That's really, really less than a buck to send somebody something that makes them giggle. And I did
mhm.
this once because I couldn't think of what kind of Christmas card to do. And I remembered a friend of mine had created a t-shirt. It was a white t-shirt with a red dot on it. And then it said Rudolph in a snowstorm.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And I thought, I'm gonna put that on a card. So that's how easy it was. I put a red dot on a white background and put that caption on there and sent it out.
That is hilarious. I love that. It's
They
only
remembered.
limited by our imagination.
Uh-huh.
And people say to me, "Well, can I do this? Can I do that?" And I'm like, the answer is always yes.
It
Even
pretty
if I
much
may
is.
not know how to do it right now, I'll figure it out. Something else I wanted to mention,
Mhm.
um, as far as direct mail, because I always forget to mention this, that we actually will merge with many different CRMs, because that's people think that, okay, direct mail, how do I do that? I've got this whole database and, whatever. And we merge with a lot of databases.
I really didn't know that. I didn't really look into it. I should.
Yes,
There is that whole area of what
super important.
what is that category called? It's like engagements or
Integrate. We integrate. That's
integrate.
what it is. I said merge, but that's the wrong word. We integrate.
Integrations.
We integrate with many different CRMs, and they're adding CRMs all the time.
Mhm.
So, that helps with the direct mail feature.
And for those that don't know, CRMs are basically customer relationship management. It's just a database that keeps that all that. Tommy's having a soccer meeting on January 3rd, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And um, and our own CRM, the one that's built into Mailbox Power, is pretty robust. I don't even like, there's a notes section, there's all kind of stuff that you can do when you have a conversation with somebody. You can actually keep notes right in there if you're just using Mailbox Power as your CRM.
Mhm.
So it's pretty robust, and it does a lot of stuff. So
I
we
also like how easy it is. It's not designed for a phone, but I can get on it on my phone, select a card, look for the contact's name, and send it. I can do it from my phone fairly easy.
Yep. So a lot of times I'll start cards on my phone, and then finish them at my computer so I can really, because I can't see so good. So, but I'll start them. If I take a picture with somebody and do a selfie, I'll put it on a card. And then when I get home, I can really do it up, put a frame around it, or, however I want to embellish it.
Mailbox Power, does it have, I think it does, the ability to share campaigns? If I put together a campaign, I can share it with you,
Yes. You
and
can
then
share cards, automations. Yes.
you can redesign the cards to suit your business. And
I
then,
do it all the time. I
yeah.
do it all the time.
So
Mhm.
as a person that is promoting Mailbox Power, which people are available to do that too, they don't just have to be a user, they could actually share it with other businesses.
Oh, so, no, I thought you meant with other Mailbox Power.
Well, that's what I was leading into.
Oh,
For a
okay.
person that's a user, if you want, you can end up sharing it with other departments of your company.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and I've got some people in the trades who are franchise owners who, have created a lot of collateral for their business, and they've shared it with other franchise owners who are also on the platform,
Yeah,
have
so
their own
like as an
platform.
example, there could be a business that has a lot of sales reps or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have one person that's really good at creating automations. Now he can just share it with the other sales reps. They can go in and redo it with their name and phone numbers
Yep.
and hit the streets.
Yep. It's almost limitless what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I have a lot more success stories. There's more to come. Uh, you know,
We've been
there's,
talking a lot about the postcards, but people might not realize that it's also greeting cards and those mega giant giga cards.
oh, the
And
gigograms go over really well, especially since the envelope, you can decorate the envelope.
yeah, you can take a picture of someone's child or something and put it on the outside of the envelope. So when it arrives to the house, they know who it's for. It's for Johnny.
Yeah, there's
And then
so much. If
and
I
then
could
the
just,
physical stuff.
and I forgot my mug because I'm part of the dream team for Mailbox Power, and I meant to get my mug out because you have a mug. I have to
Get
have
your
my
mug.
mug because I can't be left out.
So just for the heck of it, you've been doing this more, and I think you get more into the other gift giving. Name off some of the gifts they've got, like the charcuterie board and the cheese board and the
Oh, yeah, and one of my favorite things is the blanket.
blanket.
The blanket that I keep in my car. I actually like the front flap. I put pictures, did a whole collage of pictures on there. Um, but like I think of a car dealer, being able to put a blanket with that customer's name on it or something and the car, whatever.
So is that an
Um,
emergency blanket you keep in the trunk in case you?
it's more like a picnic type blanket,
Okay,
I guess, or it could be an emergency blanket. It's just but it folds up really nice and it's got a little handle. You carry it and I think it has a handle, but it's super nice. Um, that's something that people don't necessarily think of. But I tell my
I didn't
customers,
think of it.
try to send a sticky gift, whether it's,
Oh, those clings.
well, what I mean by a sticky gift is
Oh,
something that
right,
somebody's they're gonna see it over and over, and they'll always think of you when they see it, like the
right.
pizza cutter or the charcuterie board or the cutting board or of course coffee mugs. People love them, love them, love them. um, I have sent the jar grippers, and I say that's something you can logo. You can put your logo on a jar gripper and they'll keep it in their junk drawer. Everybody needs one.
Yeah.
Think you can open a jar without this, think again. Or the pizza cutter, like any way you slice it, we're grateful for you. I mean, I have all these things in my head that,
Yeah, for your grand opening. Use a jar
yeah.
opener for your grand opening.
Oh, I love that. I haven't thought of that one. Love that. Um,
That's the other thing too, is a lot of this stuff when you do get creative, it can be fun, and then the
mhm.
recipient of it ends up being part of the fun, and it kind of makes a person day when they go through all the trials and tribulations of life, and all of a sudden something fun happens.
When I do a presentation, I'll send somebody a thank you card with a couple brownies, and on the label it says, thanks for your time or whatever, but it says at the bottom, having you for a customer would be sweet, or pro
Mhm.
brownie tip, pop in the microwave for 15, 20 seconds, then enjoy. So I try to add a little something memorable to
Yeah,
each thing.
it ends up putting them in an action state,
Yeah.
right?
So
Well,
there's lots.
we're at almost 30 minutes. We usually do this for 20 minutes, but it got fun, didn't it?
Oh, my brain is, if I could just sit and create cards and think of these things all day, it'd be good.
There you go. If anybody out there is looking for someone to create cards, Lulu can help you out.
Oh, well, they have to be my customer.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And here's how you find Lulu right here. Heartfeltexpressions.com. Coolio. Well, is there anything else you want to share? And before I pop you into the green room, and we can chat after if you want.
No, I have a lot that I could share, but I'm good.
It is. It feels good. It's kind of spring. It feels good having the buds cut on the trees, and we did some yard work, and I'm all stiff and sore, but it feels good though.
Oh, I've got a ton of zinnias, all different crazy colors started. So I'm hoping to get those in the ground this weekend.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Lulu, I'm going to pop you into the green room and sign this one off. Appreciate you taking the time and sharing your knowledge and wisdom.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun.
How do I do this? Push this little button right there. She goes away. Poof. Just like that. Made her disappear. She didn't really disappear. She's in the green room enjoying our digital hors d'oeuvres, which are tasteless and calorieless. So that's all I've got for you. Appreciate you stopping in on Synergy Cafe. It's also called themagicbradshow.com. And I'm a fan of direct mail. It's kind of fun. And sometimes you don't get a response from things, but you actually did because they looked at it. That's what I tell people. Oh, everybody just throws that stuff in the junk mail. They throw it in the garbage. Well, they had to look at it before they threw it away. Maybe you got to make it appealing so they don't throw it away. Put a value on it. So that's all I've got for you. This is Lulu and I on MailBox Mondays. I don't know if we'll be back next Monday, but you can tune in. Just go to magicbrad.com/live and you'll find all the videos that I've been doing. Lulu and me and more. Okay, I'm signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. I want you to be good, be kind, and be nice. And I did say be nice. Be nice.